Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at Tome AI. Now this is artificial intelligence that can help you create presentations in just a few very simple steps. Now the first thing you want to do is go into your search bar on Google and type in Tome space AI, and the search results that you get here is tome.app, and it is that link that you tap to get into the home page. Now, as usual, before anything else, you'll need to sign in. And once you have signed in, you will get to this page. So it'll ask you to create a profile. So it says, what should we call you? So I'm just going to use my online alias, and then it says, what is your role? Now you can decide what it is that you want to use this for. If you're running your own company, if you're running a non-profit, if you're designing products, if you're into sales and accounting management, it doesn't matter. However, I'm just going to say other for the purpose of this tutorial. And then you tap next. So it's basically just creating a profile now for you. It then asks you to create a workspace name. So I'm going to say, in essence photography, right? And then that is just my workspace name, and I'm just going to say continue to workspace. Right, and once you're here, basically what it'll offer you is the pricing plan. Now, as you can see on screen, it says a great way to capture and share your ideas is the basic plan. It gives you a couple basic things, and it is for free. When you jump into the pro version, it is unlimited access to AI at your fingertips. Now, of course, depending on what it is that you'll be doing, you will decide which one is best for you. So I'm going to use the free version and tap continue. Right, so once you are in their homepage, it'll have all your details, your account details on the left-hand side. It'll have your notifications, all your recent presentations that you've created, and then your personal profile, which will include your billing information and all the rest of that. Then you will see that you have some deleted items. If you have items that you have deleted, that's where it will go. And you can also invite teammates to this exact profile so that you can share your presentations with your teammates. Let's say perhaps if you are creating and you have other team members that are also creating on the exact same presentation, you can invite them in and you can all work on the same platform. That is fantastic. Now, on the bottom of the left hand side, it says 500 AI credits left. Now that means that you have been given a bunch of credits so that you can start creating. Of course, if you like the software and then you find it easy enough for you to use, you can go ahead and purchase additional credits to create your slides. Now, there are a few already made up templates for your presentations. However, what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto the right hand side where it says create, and we're going to tap that button. Now once you're in here, it'll give you a few options. So you can either upload an image, you can create an image, you can create a page, you can convert a document to a presentation, or you can just create a presentation about. Now, what we're going to put in here is very interesting. For the people that haven't had something to eat yet, we're going to say International Hamburger Day. Now, if you haven't eaten, I suggest you watch this and then go and make yourself something to eat. On the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to find that it has your slides that it is about to create. What you can do is you can add slides to the existing presentation that it has made. Then on the right hand side, you've got a bunch of editing tools. Basically, it says add title, so you can just tap that and you can add a new title. And then you can also record a narration over your presentation. So if you're not actually going to be presenting it yourself and going through it, you can actually add the narration into the presentation so that it's just a click, watch and listen, ready to go. And then you can set your theme. There are a bunch of different options you can use here. You can change the color of your presentation, the heading, the type of font you use, the size of the font style, all of that can be done in there. And if you go over onto page, you can change the details of the page as well. So once we're done with that, we can just, there is our presentation command, and all we do is hit enter. Now it says creating presentation, and it will take a few seconds to create. As you can see, it's saying creating page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And there you go. You can see now that it says the future of hamburgers. Now that looks fantastic. What you can do on the left-hand side is you can actually toggle between the pages that it is created. And what it says here at the bottom, it says presentation created, 425 AI credits. Now, you can, of course, as I said before, you can repurchase credits so that you can continue creating. Another option here is as you go through each slide, you can actually edit the text that is in the slide. So if there is something that you want to add, or if you want to take away, you want to change the way it's been written, you are more than welcome to make it your own. In the next slide, you'll see that there is an image. Now, this image was not sourced from Google. This image, in actual fact, has been generated with this program. So this is actually an AI-generated image. And all of the images that have been created for the rest of the slide are exactly the same. So if you tap on the image, you will actually have some additional options. You have the image settings, which you can actually recreate an image to change your feel of your presentation. You can upload an image. You can change the size of the image as well. So those are just a few options that you have to actually make this image and ultimately the presentation your absolute own. Again, you can add another title, and then you can record a narration. There are a bunch of different things that you can do so that you can make this completely, absolutely unique. And then once you are done with your presentation, there are a bunch of options that you have. So, of course, on the top right-hand side, you have whoever is viewing the presentation, and that is me. You can also add comments onto the presentation. So if you are working in a team, you can leave comments for your team members and they can do the exact same. And then you can also share your presentation with whomever you need to. You can just copy the link, or you can just share it via a number of different platforms. Then you can also duplicate your pages. You can duplicate the actual presentation itself. So let's say you want to create 3 presentations that are similar. However, you don't want to have to start from the beginning. You just want to use the same information and alter it slightly. You can duplicate them and then edit them accordingly. You can also then rename them to hamburger presentation 1, 2, and 3. And then with the Pro package, you can add a logo and you can export the presentation as a PDF. And then, of course, you can delete it if you'd like to. Then it says play here. So now this is the presentation mode. So basically what it does here is it allows you to skip left and right with your arrow keys, and it basically will take you from slide 1 all the way to the end, and you'll be able to view each slide in a presentation mode. Now this is fantastic if you are actually presenting this to a group of people. You can just tap, tap, tap and explain to them exactly what is on the page, summarize and so forth. And there you go. Again, you can view it in full screen, you can hide the overlays, and you can export it, and then you can duplicate it again. And the X will allow you to exit the presentation mode. And there we go. In just a few seconds, you can create a beautiful slideshow, a beautiful presentation with very, very simple commands. And you don't actually have to work much. It's just the form of editing and making sure that everything is exactly the way you want it and make it unique to you. And there we go. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave us a like. And if you enjoy the content that we put out on this channel, to stay updated, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.